Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Friday, so I'm here to do my Fright Friday review. This week's category was Sex Kills. So you could choose any movie where someone is killed while having sex, right after the act, or maybe the killer in it may be considered sexy or attractive and uses that to attract people to their advantage and then kill them. So the movie that I chose is Varsity Blood. Came out in 2014. Runtime is an hour and 27 minutes. And I'm going to go ahead and play the trailer for you.
We're going over to Mike's to get hammered. Are you guys coming?
Welcome to the party of the year.
Hey, did you guys see that? I thought I just saw something behind those trees over there. Blaine?
Geez, Herm showed up a bit late, don't you think?
Guys, I don't think that's Herman.
You don't know who it is, Heather.
Help me! And he's still out there.
Alright, that's Varsity Blood. And I'll go ahead and see what photos we got from there. Doesn't look like too many. Yeah, just a couple of them, nothing too interesting. Let's go back. A pack of small-town jocks and cheerleaders with a dark secret head out to a remote farmhouse for a raucous Halloween pasture party, only to find themselves up for slaughter by someone dressed as their high school mascot, an Indian warrior wielding a lethal fighting axe and a bow and arrow. It's directed by Jake Helgren, and it's also written by Jake Helgren. Cast includes, as I butcher all these names as I usually do, Lexi Giovanoli, who plays Hannah. And Hannah is the newer member of the squad. She actually replaced the spot of someone we find out who was killed the last year from an accident, quote, it was an accident. She doesn't know the full details at first. She finds out later on, but this girl, Jenny, who is the principal's daughter, was on the cheerleading squad, and while she was with the cheerleaders, they were drunk or on drugs, and she fell and broke her neck, and she died. So her boyfriend, Ben Youngblood, is all depressed about it, and he ends up in a mental hospital. And it turns out, we find out that Ben Youngblood's father is dating Hannah's mom, who her dad had died in an accident from a drunk driver, so that's why she doesn't drink or party too much, and her mom worries about her and doesn't like her hanging out with these girls who bad influence, and doesn't want her to stay out Halloween night. But of course, she sneaks out anyway, says she's going to be at one place, tells her mom she'll be home in an hour, and goes out to the party. We got Wesley Scott, who plays Jeff. Debbie Rochin is Nancy Wallace. Natalie Payton is Tina. Blair Jackson as Blaine. Elise Spigler as Heather. Melody Heron as Robin. Jesse Ferrero as Mike. Kara Hogan as Linda, Peyton Wood as Bubba. There's Chris Holzek, who plays Rick Youngblood, who dates Hannah's mother. And he has two sons. Mark is his other son. Ella Lamont as Diana. Or Diane. Yeah, I can talk. Taylor Mosinger as Vicky. and Manuel Chapa as Peter. Okay, and I'm glad they're side by side because since this week's category was sex kills, I'll go ahead and tell their scene. Vicky is with Peter. They're parked out in the woods just before wherever the farmhouse is. The group passes them by, and Blaine, who is sort of dating Hannah, but he's cheating on her. He's an asshole, and he feels like later on he's wasting his time with her because she won't sleep with him or drink or have any quote fun with him, or, you know. He sees Peter's truck there, and he knows what's going on because, yeah, people don't park there just to talk. And Heather kind of had a crush on Peter, like, forever, and she's the only virgin in the group, and she's, like, really pissed off that her stepsister is hooking up with Peter, and Blaine's all like, oh, your own sister, that's some Jerry Springer shit right there. So later on, it'll cut back to the scene with them. They're in the back of the truck. Vicky is on top of Peter. You know, they're going at it. She's topless. And all of a sudden, an arrow shoots through her chest, right in between her breast. Blood comes out of her mouth, drips onto Peter, and she collapses and dies right on top of him. He's freaking out, pushes her dead body off of top of him, jumps out of the truck, and he's running buck naked. And the killer with the axe throws it right into his back as he's running. He drops dead in the back, pulls, you know, the axe right through his spine, through his back, kills him. Pretty much instantly. So that's the scene that I'm using for this week's category. And then we go back, he's stalking them at the party, which is supposedly, you know, Ben Youngblood. It may or may not be him. The movie does have a twist. I won't spoil it for you, but it's interesting, worth checking out. The acting's pretty good. There's a couple that's so-so, and the worst is the woman who works at the police station when she's talking to the sheriff saying how there was complaints about some noises over in that area, and she just sounds robotic or boring, and it's just like, really? Oh, well, at least we only have to see her in one scene. Maybe two, but whatever. They're getting trapped inside the house. We get a girl that's shot in the eye with an arrow. We got a decapitation. As you saw, someone got hit by a truck, pitchfork. There's all these different ways besides the axe and bow and arrow, but those are the two main weapons. And just like any slasher movie, you know, they're trying to survive, getting picked off one by one. So some good kills in it. Definitely worth checking out. It's on Tubi if you want to check it out for free. Let's see. So, yeah, I don't want to really spoil too much anymore. So, check it out. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and I'll see you next time.